This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Isaiah chapter 47 verse 6 is I was inspired to do this lesson because there's a comment of some Jake woman telling an elder that we should show mercy to these heathens, okay? And that's not biblical, okay? And if you were living underneath a rock, okay, you shouldn't even be thinking like that, okay? Because the history proves that these devils show no mercy towards us, all right? And so in the kingdom of heaven, when we're on top, no mercy will be shown to them, okay? Except for the Sabbath, all right? But what you see in front of your screen, again, I was inspired to do this lesson because, again, that was a stupid comment. It was a paragraph long, and actually was watching the Apostle Tahar's video, and he was commenting on that, all right, which inspired me to do a lesson, okay? So when you see in front of your screen, it says how slavery became America's first big business. Historian and author Edward E. Baptist explains how slavery helped the U.S. go from a colonial economy to the second biggest industrial power in the world. Okay? Scroll down. Get to the point. So it says, in recent years, right, because this article, okay, came out because you had scholars go into this history and find, okay, new things about slavery that isn't being taught in the schools, okay? And they'll never teach this in the schools. They'll say, yeah, slavery happened, okay? Then, you know, after the Civil War, they were freed. That's it. Next, let's talk about, okay, capitalism, and let's talk about World War II and all that bullshit. That's why they focus so heavily on World War II. They don't like to focus heavily on slavery because of the atrocity of slavery. But the point is, this article came out, and it states, in recent years, a growing field of scholarship has outlined how America, through the country's geographic growth after the American Revolution, enslavers' desire for increased cotton production, created a complex system aimed at monetizing and maximizing the labor of the enslaved. In the cotton fields of the Deep South, this system rested on the continuous thread of violence and meticulous use of record keeping. The labor of each person was tracked daily, and those who did not meet their assigned picking goals were beaten. Show no mercy. Okay, this is an example of showing no mercy. This happened to the Southern Kingdom, all right? The best workers were beaten as well. The whip and others assaults, coursing them into doing even more work in even less time. Show no mercy. So yes, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to show no mercy to them when they build our kingdom up. Okay, when they build, okay, our palaces, okay, and our temple. Okay? That's one example. Oh, let's get a quick scripture. Go to reference. Check this out. It says, James chapter 2, verse 13, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Right. So the Lord is going to judge those who show no mercy. All right. That's why destruction is coming to this place. And that's why the rest of you heathens that survive the destruction, your ass is going into hardcore labor. Slavery. Okay. Let's get another article. Minorities, meaning Israelites, in the U.S. breathe in more air pollution caused by Edomite people, showing no mercy. Israelites people are disproportionately exposed to air pollution produced by Edomites. A study analyzing personal consumption has found. Okay, researchers call this pollution inequity. Inequity is about unfair, meaning, okay, when you go into the word inequity, check this out. It says, lack of fairness or justice, showing no mercy. Inequity is about unfair, avoidable differences, so it's different to an inequality, which can simply describe uneven results. Air pollution exposure matters. It is the largest environmental health risk factors in the U.S., adding up to about 100,000 deaths each year. Look at that. Many analysts of environmental impact will concentrate on who inhales pollutions. Poor communities, often located near coal-fired power plants, or else emitters, the power plants and factories themselves, rather than looking at the individual consumers who demand the products that result in the emissions. Right, and these power plants are located near Jake neighborhoods, Jake communities. So you have that one, showing no mercy. And the last one, 10 institutions you didn't know had ties to slavery. All right, let's get another one. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right. So the Lord's going to judge you Edomites, you so-called white people. Okay? Because the book of Obadiah is a prophecy pertaining to Esau, Edom. Okay? Which proves the Edomites are still here today. That's you so-called white people. Oh, Matthew 7 and 2. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. Woo! See, the Lord is coming back for that eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Okay? That law is going to apply when we're on top. So whatever you Edomites did to us is going to happen to you. And that's why we're going to judge you in righteousness, though. Because we're not going to do that weirdo shit that you've been doing to our people. Okay? You're just going to get hit over the head with a scepter, and you're going to be working. Period. And Jake is very creative, so especially with spiritual powers. Oh man. So now, Reader's Digest. 10 institutions you didn't know had ties to slavery. Right. So again, mercy is not going to be shown to these heathens, especially Esau, Edom. So let's get to the point. Yale University. What's in a name? In the case of one of the most respected higher learning institutions in the United States, strong ties to a time when Edomite people owned Israelites. Connecticut's Yale University is named for American-born Englishman Elu Yale, a slave owner and slave trader who was a major benefactor to the New Haven University back when it was named the Collegiate School of Saybrook. He made his first donation in 1813, and as the college's 1845 charter, it was officially renamed Yale University. Right. So the builder of Yale University was a slave owner. Okay? Let's get another one. The U.S. presidency. U.S. presidency. The early presidents all had slaves. The presidency is the highest office in the land. 44 men have held it, and 12 of them, more than a quarter, owned slaves at the same point in their lives. Yes, they had a Bible. Yes, they talked about the Constitution. All man is created equal. Bullshit. Okay? It's all BS. Let's get another one. The White House. Okay? You had a bugged out statement from Michelle Obama saying, I wake up every morning in a house that was built by slaves. She's absolutely correct. We don't know if it's a man or not. Michelle Obama. Could be Michael Obama. We don't fucking know. But point is, it is absolutely correct on that. Show no mercy. Okay? The U.S. Capitol. How's this for some American irony? The building where in 1865 the U.S. House of Representatives passed the 13th Amendment. Abolishing slavery was built more than a half century earlier using slave labor. Shit. The banking industry. The next time you make a bank deposit, consider this. You might be doing business with a financial industry that exists today because the bank and or its predecessor banks benefited from slavery economics. In 2005, JP Morgan Chase and Corporation, Co-op, whatever, I think it's corporation. Yeah, JP Morgan Chase and Corporation apologized for the involvement with two of its subsidiaries had in slave trade during the 19th century. Citizen Bank and Canal Bank in Louisiana, now part of JP Morgan, accepted slaves as collateral for loans to plantation owners in the South. Alcohol. Brooks Brothers, the clothing. Yeah, Brooks Brothers. You know? U.S. currency. Okay? Still, presidents on those U.S. currency. Wall Street. And this is where, this is the facts. It's part of New York City that has long been the symbolic representative of the United States' economic supremacy. But Wall Street is not without its own troubling slavery connection. Just 2 blocks away from the New York Stock Exchange was one of the largest slave markets in the country. Here's another largely unspoken connection. Slaves built the wall for which Wall Street was named. Although New York became the first state to enact a law completely abolishing slavery in 1827, it continued to earn revenue from the cotton picked up by unpaid slave labor. From 1825 on, in volume and value of imports and exports, the seaport of South Street outdid the combined trade of its 2 close competitors in Boston and Philadelphia long before the Civil War loomed. New York, after London, Paris, had become the 3rd major city of the Western world. Its glory was built largely of bricks of cotton. So there you have it. So this is why no mercy is going to be shown. Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. That's right. You got to pay for this. Okay? And then after slavery was abolished, then you had the Jim Crow laws, which was just a sophisticated way to put Jake in the prison house so that they could do free labor in the prison house for breaking a crime. That's where you get the word loitering. All right? It stems from right after the slavery. All right? Because Jake had no jobs. So they were just standing around, and that's when they passed laws. Oh, they're just loitering. Oh, got to get arrested. All right? You're just hanging around an establishment. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. 12, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Okay, and that's why America is going to be destroyed. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And that's the point. All you heathens are going into captivity. You're going into slavery. No mercy. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Exactly. Okay? This is what the future holds for you heathens. 17. For I will restore health unto thee. Now heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this Zion, whom no man seeketh after right. You know? That's why they talk, You got even our old people that downplay slavery, bro. No. Okay? These heathens got to pay for this shit. Okay? All right? And the Lord's coming back, all right, to even the odds. No, actually, to make it double. Correction. To make it double. Okay? Double. And we're gonna take everything back and then some. 17 for hours, 18. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded up upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. Right? Who's going to build up the kingdom of heaven? You heathens. All right, that's what captivity is all about. 1,000 years of slavery. So Lord wants us edifying. You know, again, they show no mercy to us. Okay? Just like the Bible said. And hey, just like the Bible said, they're going to be judged according to what they've done to the children of Israel. And that's why they're all going into captivity. Okay? And they're going to be spoiled. And they're going to be building our kingdom up, just like we built theirs. The White House, the Capitol. So yeah, so Lord one, as I said, if I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem B'Kakodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there, pushing this truth to sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door. Keep the faith. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Pray with else and pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Not too long. And Lord's going to put these heathens back into chains. And our people are going to be in the right state of mind. And with that, shalom and a Bible boss. Shalom.